It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to get into Ready to Love. I know it's Tuesday, a good old Tuesday, and I'm a little bit late. But if you all follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or if you watch my new show, Kitchen Table Talk, you know how I feel about the show. But I do want to give my formal review, my little 2 cents. I have a lot to say. I have so much. I'm only gonna hit the hot points, and I'm not gonna go through this whole episode because it wrecked my nerve. But if you want, I want to give you one quick announcement. If you all don't watch me and Blissfully Single Being every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central, we have a show called Kitchen Table Talk. And at the kitchen table is where we discuss all the reality shows of the week, the hot topics of the week. We get a little bit serious as well, but we have a good time. So join us on Sundays for Kitchen Table Talk. And we have a good time, you know, laughing and gossiping about reality shows over there as well. But this week on Ready to Love, we got to meet the exes. I'm going to get into Dakia and Eric real quick, but before I forget to announce, all of the exes look good. Like everybody, I want to know what happened with these exes because they all looked good, put together. They probably was cheating. They probably was cheating, I don't know. But I was happy with the exes visually this episode. Some of them verbally too. But up first, we got the cliffhanger of what happened with Dakia and Eric. I don't have all my screenshots, but pretty much what Dakia said on the show is that they went in for a picture. They were at some group party event, I don't know. And he put his hands on her waist, and she was joking like, this is a prom pic. This is an old school prom picture. And he was like, oh, prom, you want something more risque? And it seems like he moved his hands up to the breast. And Dakia said, oh no, I'm a lady. I'm classy. You do not touch me like that. Hey, Vita girl. And that was the situation at hand. I believe it happened. Dakia has no reason to lie. There has been some messages where seems like she's explaining to Eric, like, I only wanted to meet you at this pier so we can discuss the situation at hand, but I still no longer want to date you. Eric quit the show because, everyone was there. So I'm sure all the women saw what he did. So no one wants to date someone who, if we call it what it is, violates someone's personal space. She did not ask for her breasts to be groped, so you should not have groped them. You are not her man. You do not have her permission. Now, there was some tea going around where Eric was saying Dakia's feelings was just hurt because he told Dakia Carmen was now his number one. I don't believe that. Carmen and Eric always gave me pregame alliance. We knew each other before we got on this show. Now that we're here, we're going to vote for each other so we can stay on the show, but we still going to mingle around and look for love. Everybody this season is playing in our face. Everyone, the red flags are shown. Everyone has shown a red flag. So right now we're just watching for pure entertainment. And if you're going to entertain us, don't violate people. So Eric, shame on you. Do better. Learn from this. And let's move on. I ain't take no notes, so we just going to have a good conversation. The first couple I think came up was Joy and her ex-boyfriend got to meet Clifton and Laverne. Laverne acted a clown this entire episode. We're going to save his clownery for the end. Clifton gets there, and I said this last season as well. Why do we need the shock and awe of the situation? Why can't we tell these men or women, vice versa, when they're coming to these dates, look, it's a group date. Tommy wants y'all to meet the exes. This was going down. Why do we need the who is this and what is he doing here and why is Laverne here too? Like, why do we have to have that? It ruins. I guess they want people to be on their toes. Like, I don't know, but I feel like, or maybe they don't want people to come prepared. I don't know. But I'm sorry, I'm drinking water. I worked my ass off today and I'm thirsty and I'm getting ready to go downstairs and cook when I finish this. But moving on. I don't like the shock of it. I know they want the shock value, but I don't understand why it's necessary. Because this is a classy show. Even though they do a little bit of ratchet stuff, this is still a classy show. It's not like people gonna get up here and do something outrageous at the shock of seeing your ex. Now, we did see Clifton show his ass. Clifton doesn't like exes. He doesn't believe you should befriend an ex. He feel like if you can call your ex to say how you doing, you can call and slip up in the bedroom as well. That sounds like a guilty conscience to me. It sounds like someone who's been married and divorced 2 times, both times his fault. It sounds like something that he has done. That he befriends his exes because he wants to slip up in between the panties every once in a while. So his guilty conscience, because he thinks, oh, this is what I do, that must be what you do too. The jealousy is a red flag. Run, 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 run. I don't like, especially in our 40s, I don't have time. Like when you in your 20s and stuff, you might think that shit is cute. Oh, my man jealous. He don't want me to be around you. I can't be friends with you. No. That shit not cute right now. I can't do jealousy. If you're not secure within yourself to know that I only want to be with you and only you, I can't do that. And the fact that Joy's boyfriend clocked him and said, Joy doesn't do jealousy, you're not going to get nowhere being a jealous man with her. And then put him in check. But then after both men left, told Joy, I like Clifton the best for you. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I would have been like, ain't neither one of them worth a shit. Like, girl, just go ahead and leave the show. Get back with me. You know, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Clifton showed his ass this episode. Let's move on. Ace went on a date with Laverne and I believe Tori. I don't see either one of them connected with Ace. I just want Ace to go home. She's just such a sweet energy. I don't know the woman personally. She could be ratchet as hell at the house. I don't know. But on TV, she is such a sweet energy. I just want her to leave and leave all these men alone. And let me tell you, out of all the exes, Ace's ex was the finest to me. And I don't even do all them dreads on top of the head and stuff. Like, I'm not even attracted to any of that. But I was like, ooh, Ace, your man is fine. Now, on Twitter, they were saying he was a starving artist and maybe Ace was tired of paying his bills. Twitter said that, not me. Not me. But they had a little boring conversation. Ace isn't entertaining to me. I don't keep in contact with any of my exes, so what Clifton said didn't bother me. It's not what he said, it's how he said it. It's how he said it. When I look back right now, I'm not even Facebook or Instagram friends. It's one ex that's way from high school that I'm Facebook friends with. And I think all we do is tell each other happy birthday, and that's it. I'm not friends with any of my exes either, but if I come across one, I'm not shifting in my seat thinking, oh, they fucking, it's how Clifton said it. It's how his energy changed, how he immediately did not trust the situation. When, sir, this show has been on what, 4 or 5 seasons? They do this shit every season. You knew an ex was coming around at some point. You shouldn't have been shifting and turning and winding in your seat and all upset. And I think when he got over there with Dakia, he got his hands all on Dakia lap and hugged up close, like, yeah, I just want to flirt with her just to make sure the ex ain't looking no kind of way and make sure he. I'm like, what is this? Like, none of these ladies are even, y'all not even official. So why should you care? The jealousy is a red flag. A red flag. Evita, that's what they said, not me. Twitter said that, not me. But let's move on. Carmen had a date. Carmen aggravates me. It's the arrogance for me. I just don't like Carmen. So her whole scene, I probably was flipping through Instagram. She ain't hit the fast forward list yet. But I just don't like Carmen. But her ex, you talking about a seasoned gentleman. He looked very attractive. He looked very put together. He looks very professional. Now, I don't know this man. This is just the looks. But what I didn't like is that he told, who was with Carmen? Donovan and Tori? It wasn't Tori, wasn't over there. Laverne? I don't even know who Carmen likes on this show because she's so, was it Clifton? She's so full of shit. I don't even know who Carmen. It seemed like Carmen like everybody. Was it Paul? Whoever was sitting up with Carmen, because I don't believe she likes anybody anyway. He gonna tell them she's around athletes with millions of dollars every day. Are y'all secure? And I'm like, if Carmen could have pulled an NBA, NFL, baseball, hockey player, she would have pulled them before her 40s. So calm down. Don't ain't nobody in the league checking for her ass. Whatever she do with the league, no one is checking for her. Because the way she throwing her vagina at all the men just on the OWN network, I know she throwing it at the NFL and the NBA. So allegedly, so I don't know this woman, but I'm just going by what I see off TV. Evita, he looked put together. If anything, I would have been trying to get back with his ass over all these men sitting up here on the OWN network. I know it's facts, girl. If she could have pulled her a baller in her professional setting, she would have pulled one by now. And trust me, they said the color contacts are out of style. I ain't never had no color contacts. I've always loved my brown eyes. No offense to anybody who want to wear them, but they said the color contacts are out of style. So, girl, give them up. Dakia had a little section with her ex, but I ain't pay no attention to Dakia and her ex, so I ain't remember. Who else on the show? Did Tina have a moment with an ex? I don't recall. I don't recall Tina having a moment with her ex. I guess I should have took notes, y'all, but what's the point of taking notes if they didn't entertain me? Who cares? Now let's get to the ladies' round table. It seems like everybody is over Laverne, and it seemed like a couple of people wanted Clifton to get the boot too. I don't understand why Demetrius isn't on the table. Oh yeah, Sabrina had a date. Sabrina had a date with Tori and Demetrius. Tori is over the bullshit. But Tori, you full of shit too, though. But Tori is the type of man who a little bit I respect. Tina had an ex there. The ex said she had anger issues. She probably do. Who don't? Everybody can get angry every once in a while. What did you do to make her angry? But Tina is a non-factor of this show. I'm at the point right now where I don't see anybody making it to the end. But let's just get through it. Sabrina. I remember Sabrina's ex. Sabrina went on a couple of dates. I think she went with Demetrius by himself, and then she went with Donovan and Tori together. So Sabrina got all the men. And that's what Sabrina wants. Sabrina wants all the men to like her and to fight over her. She probably will make it to the end, and she gonna be like, everybody last season. It's going to be up to the last episode before she decide what her heart wants to be. Anyway, we learned that Demetrius likes to be in control. And he doesn't like to consult or compromise with his partner when it comes to decision making. He just likes to make the decision and tell you what's up. That would not work for me either, especially when it's my money involved. Because I've explained, everybody live your life however you want in your marriage relationship. But in my house, we very 50-50. We very 50-50, and my money, and your money is your money. So when it comes down to a decision where I got to put my coins along with your coins to meet a decision, it has to be a compromise, because if it's your choice, that's your money. Do what you want to do. So I don't know. But to me, if you spending your money, you ain't got to consult with me. But if it's a joint financial situation, you can't tell me what I got to put half on. And that's just period. I'm extra thirsty, y'all. Forgive me. Now, that seemed to be a red flag for Sabrina as well. But something tells me Sabrina likes Demetrius the best. Tori is over it. I think Tori, because Tori probably was expecting to see Demetrius sitting on the other side of that table. And he was like, when did she even connect with Donovan for Donovan to even be on the date? And I'm not mad at Tori. But I mean, did you tell Sabrina you was kissing Precious all in the mouth last week? I don't think so. But I'm sure Precious told. But Sabrina playing games, so I really don't care if the other men are playing games with her as well. Next week, when I see that Phil is Donovan's best friend, I ain't got no hopes for Donovan either. They flock together. But let's move on. Let's get to the round table. Like I said, Laverne is in trouble and Tori is in trouble. Okay. Tori is still ready to love. Let's get Tori on out the way. Tori was extra. He was extra, but he was caught off guard. And it is something when, okay, it's between me and Demetrius, but now you got to fight for your love with Demetrius and Donovan. At the halfway point of the show, because we about over halfway finished, you shouldn't have 3-4 men dangling along. You should at least know your top two. So a little bit, I feel Tori like, now I got to compete with one more. Like, we halfway through this and I still got to, But the problem with Tori is he didn't move around early. He locked in on Sabrina. See, this everybody problem when y'all don't move around early in the show. Y'all lock in on one person, and when that person doesn't lock in on you too, you get caught up in your feelings thinking, I chose you, but they out there still trying to make a decision. Anyway, let's move on to the foolishness of the show. Laverne shows up on 10. He shows up with Sabrina on 10, talking about, I already know the get down. Precious told me that you, Carmen, and Tina are in an alliance to vote me in the bottom and tell me I'm not ready to love. Now, number one, Laverne, you ain't ready to love. You needed to go a couple of episodes ago. But number two, I believe every word he said. I believe every word. I believe this game has turned into Survivor. Who can make it to the final three? These people no longer care about love. It's about making friendships, alliances. We're going to vote him in the bottom because ours will still be in the top and we'll still have plenty of votes. I 100% believe those ladies are playing this game strategically and not with their hearts. And I'll say it again, Oprah, go ahead and put a $10,000 cash prize so we can see them really fight for something. Because we already don't believe they fighting for love. So let's let them fight for the cash prize. Make it good if that's what it's going to turn into. I believe that scene was heavily edited. I believe Laverne acted a complete ass with Sabrina, and we only saw a fraction of it. And Sabrina got up and walked out. Did she even say you ain't ready to love? He already knew he wasn't ready to love. Laverne is one of those men who thinks he's so fine, got his shit so together that women should be laying at his feet. And when they don't lay at his feet, he don't understand, and he wants to get and cry baby and be a crybaby and blow them off. Like he said, he's 44 and he just ready to go get a puppy and sit down. Do that, sir. I can tell you right now, I'm not single, but I'm 43, and if I was single, I'd rather you go sit in the house with your puppy than play in my feelings when you know you're not ready for no love. Laverne did an interview. He did an interview and said they had a text thread going about him. So he says it's facts and it's going to come out at the reunion. I ain't got to see the text message to know that it's a fact. I 100% believe it. All of these people are playing games. All of them. Like 1 week, Paul is the most hated person on the show. He needs to go home. He the post office man, the probation officer. The next week, every woman up in there voting Paul in the top. This is a game of strategy. It has nothing to do with love. And Sabrina is the number one. She admitted, I like men to fight over me. I like men to come around and like me. I don't think this is an ego thing for Sabrina, if you ask me. We're feeding her ego. How many men can I get to like me and vote me in their tops? We're feeding her ego. She don't care nothing about no love. The only person that I genuinely think is here for love is Joy, and she about to get her heart broken by Clifton. Maybe Dakia, but it ain't nobody here for you, Dakia, because Clifton is gonna pick Joy. Eric is gone. Donovan is best friends with Phil, and like I said, they flock together, girl. I wouldn't want to be with them. Did you watch? I guess last season when y'all taped last season wasn't on yet. Something about Donovan is gonna come out. I don't trust any of the men on this show. But that's it. Y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about for Ready to Love? I'm getting ready to jump into Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm doing really quick reviews for the shows today because I know I'm late, but I just want to get my 2 cents out there. And I got a couple of quick things, quick to say about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to try to get back on schedule to where if the show comes on Friday, the review will be Saturday. But I put in so much work for my show. Let me advertise one more time. Let me see if I can find it. For the kitchen table talk, it's a lot more work than I thought it would be to put together an hour-long show. But I put so much work because I want that show to be so good that I just didn't have time to do the reviews, and I knew me and Beans would be talking about it anyway on Sunday night. But I'm going to get it together, y'all. I'm going to get it together. I thank you all so much for rocking with me and the support. This channel is going to grow. I am working to learn how to make my reviews better and to be more interactive. So we're going to have a good time over here. So thank you so much. Go ahead and like this video. If you're watching this on the repeat because you didn't catch the live, get in the comments. I usually answer all the comments and have a good time in the comments as well. And I will see you all next week. So you looking forward to watching us and Beans? Thank you, Evita. Me and Beans have a good time. We have a good time on Sunday nights. We have us a drink. So if you watch Kitchen Table Talk, come to the table with your drinks and your opinions because we love to get in the chat and have a good time on Sundays. But like this video, share, comment, all of that good stuff. If it's your first time at Kiss My Cheeks TV, go ahead and hit subscribe. I cover everything. I cover the reality shows, the competition shows, and we talk business on here too. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Your girl will be back. I'm getting ready to start the Love and Marriage Huntsville live in 2 minutes. So come right back if you want to hear that. If not, I will see you later. Have a good night. Bye.